All right, I'm live. The Madman is gonna take on the Peacock. I'm sorry I was a little bit late. I'm waiting for that hack, the entertainment hacker. He said he might come on, and then I was checking out John Talks to see if he's done yet. So I also found something. Oh wow, he popped in already. Okay, I also found this is from the Fandom. Not the Fandom Menace. Damn you, Fandom Menace. Damn you. The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace is my Yoda puppet. This is official. This is pre-Disney. Look at that. I might send this as a gift to my man Macho Snow. Hey, Macho Snow, do you want this puppet? Do you want this puppet? What happened? Hold on a second. I gotta check. I also before I lay into the Peacock to show him what a mad cock is like, to show what a man is like instead of overcompensating, I do have to take care of some business. I don't want to. Okay, I respect women. Women. Not women. Women. Okay? I respect women in this YouTube game. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. And Darth Barbie reached out on a previous stream. I think we're having some fun. But I think she got a little bit of the heat that is meant for Jeremy and the way he conducts himself online. So this is what I will say about anyone in the Menace and Geeks and Gamers that wants to join them. I'm not against you. And I don't think it's fair to judge them based on Jeremy and the way he conducts himself. So I'm not going to share the conversation we had, but she reached out to me on Twitter and we talked like adults, like grown-ups. And I understand she felt she was getting unfairly criticized based on things outside of her control. And she does not want drama. She just wants to have fun. So, I think we should respect her and not assume anything about her, even though there is an argument to be said about people that have supported Jeremy for a long time and getting ignored. That's not her fault. That is not her fault. If you have a problem with that, contact Jeremy. I will too. So, I'm going to bring on the entertainment hacker now. I believe. Oh, he's not ready yet. I'm gonna also defend EVS in this stream. Because many of you know, and I don't think rape is funny. He has a song about it. But I don't think he was actually talking about children when he said daddy. I think he was referring to himself and talking about what he's doing to his backers by using eBay prices for his IndieGoGo. Ooh, did I cause trouble there? Because I also been looking to buy Cyberfrog, but now the same cover he was selling for $25 before is now $50 on his IndieGoGo. Because it's higher priced on eBay. Wouldn't it be nice if someone really cared about fandom enough to keep the same price and say, hey, you missed out. Here's the same price. But no, it doubles. And then if you're going to profit off of it, maybe just a little increase, but doubling for the same thing? That is capitalizing on the situation, I guess. But when he was saying daddy, I think he's talking about his backers. So I don't think children are involved. So that's in defense of EVS. And the pie. He does tell you he loses his mind over pie. He does tell you that. And I think that's literal pie and figuratively with money pie, super chat pie. He loves the pie. He loses his mind over pie. Okay. Don't defend EVS, but I did it in a madman way, though, Zach. I say I said that he wasn't referring to actual children when he made that song. He was announcing it to what he's going to do to his own backers when he launches this next IndieGoGo. So that's how I was defending him in a madman way. Here's Lethal Lightning. Yeah, I'll get you on soon to talk. This is hackers time, Lethal. The entertainment hacker is hard to get on a stream, but he's been streaming lately. So I thought it'd be fair to have him on. I've called him a hack. So see what he has to say there. But I think we should be nicer to Darth Barbie. It's not her fault. Give her a chance. The failings of Jeremy, the pool boy, have nothing to do with her personally. She might be new to this game. That's not her fault either. So should we be welcoming to new people, new personalities, especially if they talk to you directly? I always respect someone that talks to you directly. And she talked to me on Twitter, and we weren't yelling at each other. We were talking direct message. And she kind of took it to heart a little bit of the comments. And it was a little bit upsetting. And I can understand that. It's not her fault. The menace of fandom chaos is not her fault. Okay? It's not. She's in it now. Oh, well. Wish her the best. CJH, do you have the stream link? CJH, I told you I'm going to try Tuesday, but I've been trying to hook up with the entertainment hacker for a long time now. He's finally streaming, so that's why I'm going to have him on hopefully shortly. He's working on it. He's stream jumping, though. He was on John Talks just a few minutes ago. And then I will. Stay tuned, because I will get to that Peacock. I will. I will talk about the Peacock. And a perfect example of the delusions of grandeur and the overcompensating of the menace of fandom, especially with the leaders, with the so-called overlord, overcompensator of the below-average betas. It's an epidemic in the menace. Maybe Lethal was actually, I don't know, I've heard some stories about Lethal. Maybe he's not overcompensating. That's all I'm saying. All right. We'll have to ask. Or we don't even have to ask. You have Lethal on it, he'll tell you about it. I don't know, Lethal. Okay, I know, Lethal. I know. We'll talk about it another time. I like Fury Road. Okay. Oh, darn you, Lethal. But he has some points. He has some legit points. And I honestly think now they may do another Mad Max movie. Above average Lethal. You would know, CJH. Lethal, he's vouching for you. I guess he would know. All right. I got to check on Entertainment Hacker. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. I got to message him. Keep it going in the chat here. I got to talk to. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm messaging him now. He's trying. All right. Okay, and I won't share what she said, but Darth Barbie just messaged me. She appreciates me trying to handle things. Again, it's not fair of us to judge her based on the history of the Fandom Menace. Okay, in the end, the hacker is here. The hack is backstage. This should be interesting. I'm actually happy to talk to him. Kermit's in the chat. I'm bringing you on now, hacker, entertainment hacker. Hey, entertainment hacker. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I'm happy to have you here.
What's up, man?
Well, we talked I have a controversial stream here too. I know you're a level-headed guy though. You're a Fandom Menace supporter.
Hold on. Before you start, I gotta say
Okay.
I've been watching your channel for like 2 years. I do like the channel, and I have enjoyed your videos for like 2 years, man. Before you get into anything serious.
Okay, cool. I enjoy your stuff too. I loved your Jeremy fishing video. I thought that was great. I remember that's the first time I remember you. I mean, first time I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. Did he ever go fishing? I don't know if he ever went fishing.
No, he told me he's going at 300,000. Every 100,000 subscribers, he tells me he's gonna go fishing. So you know, we'll see.
I'm gonna get on that then.
Well, no, I was just on with John Talks, but I had like a technical difficulty, so I had to leave. But I also wanted to come here too. So Lethal Lightning said I look sad. I'm not sad. I apologize, man. I'm not sad.
No,
I'm all good.
You're busy. You're working. You got family.
I got a Blue Yeti too, man.
Oh yeah, you're taking it up a notch, huh?
Yeah, I got a Blue Yeti.
Well, I will let. Oh, let me check the chat here. I won't go hard on the Peacock while you're on here because that's going to be controversial. So I'll wait to do that. Did you watch The Rise of Skywalker? What are your thoughts?
All right, it's kind of complicated, man. So the first time I watched The Last Jedi, Force Awakens, I liked them the very first time. You know, you're seeing it for the first time, you kind of enjoy it. But when you take in the ending and you see what happens at the end, it really ruins, you know, episodes 1 through 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, the movie doesn't have much of a point because,
no,
you know, we've already beat Palpatine. And dude, it's so bad. It's hard to talk about. We could go on for hours. Like they don't explain why Palpatine's back. Like even within their own trilogy, it's kind of horrible. You know.
You know, I still haven't seen it. I'm not going to either for my own sanity. I have enough. I have enough madness as it is. I will go full madman for months if I see it. And
the healing power messes things up. You know. Why didn't Ben heal Qui-Gon Jinn?
I will say we're going into spoilers now too. I think most people know already, but just as a warning, whatever. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, yeah, there's just so much. You know, I said I was just on with John Talks, and he's like, you know, let's talk about Rise of Skywalker. I said we can't even talk about it without never-ending stream of what's wrong with the movie.
Yeah.
So it's almost like let's not even talk about it. Let's talk about. I have his children's book I was going to talk about instead of Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Have you watched The Witcher?
No time. I don't watch anything except things that are going to be covered on my channel, basically, because I have no time to watch anything.
Okay. Well, if you want a good streaming, I really like that series. You watch The Mandalorian, though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. It brought my joy back. And I didn't want to ruin that joy by going to see The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't want to. I wanted to have.
We could talk about like Fandom Menace thing, and the whole thing is like Fandom Menace hates everything, which is totally bullshit. Because, you know, right, the Joker and the Mandalorian, you know, basically we really like. And even the Fandom Menace people who said they don't like the Mandalorian, I think, yeah, they're playing it up. You're stretching to find bad things to make a negative video, but I think the show's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. I'm not saying everyone. I try not to do blanket statements. I think the trending thing to do, is look for hate because that's going to get you 10 times the clicks. And it's not all on the creator. It has to do with the viewers too. People would rather engage most of the time. I'm not saying all the time. A lot of the YouTube viewers love to engage in content where you're making fun of or hating something. It's easier than to say you like something. You might like something, you might like a person's take, and you just leave the video and not even engage and not even have any engagement on it. So it's part of the problem of the environment on YouTube and social media to begin with. It's not all on the creators. I do criticize the creators though, because I say don't let anyone have a free pass just because you're on Team YouTube or Team Fandom Menace if there's bad behavior. Or maybe I have some bad behavior. You can call me out on it. I think that's the way to a better future. I personally do not support anything, and I think without quality. And fanboy has become a bad name again. Like some people say, why don't you support Team Star Wars? Well, when you throw out George's playbook and you bench the best players and have no plan, I say fire the coach. Fire Kathy Kennedy.
I got to take it a step further than what you just said, man.
Okay.
It's basically human nature to react to drama and negative better than you react to positive. It's not just like YouTubers and clicks. It's human nature, man. We all, not enjoy, but, we all get more like satisfaction hearing about negative things than positive things. You hear someone graduates, someone had a baby, like, yeah, that's nice. Someone got, something terrible, you're like, oh my God, what happened? Tell me all the details. That's just human nature. So there's no reason to blame YouTubers for the content they pick that's negative.
Okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair argument. I agree with that. It's the way humans are. We have to fight against it. You have to try to be better. I'm trying to do better. Although my video today might got some issues. But I also like talking to people like you level-headed dude. Fair arguments.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name call or any of that bullshit.
Okay. All right. I also had a conversation with Darth Barbie. I think and if I contributed to that, I apologize to her. I apologize to her privately too. I don't want to do blanket statements or impose an idea on people that are joining Geeks and Gamers or the Fandom Menace. That's not fair. If people have a problem with Jeremy, she has nothing to do with that. She is new to YouTube and she's just trying to have fun. And she said, I don't want drama. It's behind the scenes. So there you go.
Yeah, Darth Barbie, if you watch her from the beginning, is really, to me, from what I see from her, is just like a general Star Wars person. Yeah. She started out, which lightsaber fight do you like the best? Which villain do you like the best? She was never trying to get too involved with like negatives, positive, things like that.
So I guess she popped in on my stream a couple streams ago. We were having some fun, but she also felt a little hurt by some of the chat. So I can understand that. We can't judge her based on the history of Geeks and Gamers, Fandom Menace, and Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think this might just be me. Anyone could correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes the ladies take things more harshly than the guys do as far as jokes and things like that.
I think we should respect the ladies. I don't like the respect women.
No thing, they might take it more harsh. Like if someone calls me ugly, I'm like, yeah, I'm ugly. I'm an ugly old bastard. I don't give a shit. Say that to a girl, they might be a little bit like, oh, he called me ugly. You know what I mean? So they probably take things a little bit more harsh than we do.
Okay, so here is Michael S. Darth Barbie's cool. Yeah, she talked to me directly, which I always respect. And a lot of the problems I have with Jeremy and others in the Fandom Menace is they won't talk to you directly sometimes. He said things about me. He unfollowed me. He made a video of me following and unfollowing me on Twitter like that, just as a joke. Sometimes everything's too much of a joke with him. So that's why I've lost respect for
Well, the thing about Jeremy, and I'm sure Lethal Lightning could answer this better than I can, but it's not that hard to figure out. Jeremy's legitimately busy with contacts. You know what I mean? He's like legitimately busy. Like some people, oh, I'm busy. He's actually busy. I mean, I can only imagine how many emails, Twitter DMs, YouTube comments he gets. He just can't really get through them all. So sometimes, like, I miss comments, man.
Okay, I get that, but not too busy to mock people on Twitter. But it's more of a game for him and a promotion. I get that. But I want to be I go hard at people on Twitter, but I'll go hard at them on the videos too. I just don't like it. And I won't stop talking to them. I think that's one of my biggest issues in the Fandom Menace is when Jeremy gets criticism, he kind of stops talking to that person. And even though they've been a huge supporter, or if he does something he doesn't like, they're kind of, and then the underlings Odin and all that. They go after him and throw little shots, just like Julie. I mean, I don't think Julie has clean hands either, but she also, if you have all your friends turn against you because they're talking behind the scenes, I don't like I said, I'm not saying I 100% agree with everything she's done. I think she is generally a nice person, but she also is upset. And I kind of do. I think it's got to a point where that needs to stop too. I talked to Lethal. I want to talk to her privately or whatever, work something out. I feel bad for her, but I know she's done stuff too. I'm not saying she's innocent, not that innocent, but it's a mess. That's what happens when the conversation stops. People get hurt feelings. Before I said to Jeremy, maybe you should have a mailbag and have your supporters have a way to reach out with you without paying, because I think even Collider and Campy have done that in the past. And not just stop ignoring. I mean, when you get bigger, I see that. I understand that argument when you get bigger, but it only happens when they do something, when he gets upset with something.
Do you know what the incident with Julie was that I think sparked off what's, pretty much sparked it off?
I don't want to go into I know some of it. Okay. I don't know everything. I know some, and I don't want to go into it now. Again, I'm just saying, stop talking to her is only going to make it worse. Maybe you could have worked that out better. I don't, and different geeks and gamers, people, personalities talking behind the scenes about her probably made her have hurt feelings. I don't agree with all her takes either, but Jeremy, for me, a few days ago, I made a video that he broke his #1 rule. He called, because if you think about his main talking point in all his videos, they called us racist. They called us misogynist. They called us homophobic. Identity politics, identity politics, identity politics. That gets the views, right? It does. There's lots of talking points, but what's the main one? You have to answer honestly. What's the main one that gets views out of Fandom Menace videos?
The main talking point that gets views.
Identity politics.
There's a couple of main talking points, I think.
Okay, I'll let you speak. Yes.
First is obviously social justice warriors and treatment to the fans, right? But the other thing is actor drama. Okay, like when there's an interview and someone goes crazy, like with Chris Harloff when he admitted to being a shill live in Collider, that got extreme views for everybody. When Brie Larson had the Chris Hemsworth interview, that got extreme views. So I personally think the best views are from drama between actors. All right.
Okay.
So I guess next would be, which Jeremy doesn't do so many of his reactions.
Well, wait a second. Wait a second. I was talking about but he says he does not like it when people call the fans this phobes.
Okay, neither do I. What's the point?
Okay. He directly called that, and other geeks and gamers have called Julie that in the past few days.
Wait, you're saying what did they call Julie?
Homophobic. So there
must be a reason.
Well, they said part of her takes or her videos, which I don't necessarily agree with her take, but then they're breaking the rules of everything. It flips the script on their whole argument of what people call the fans. And actually, Kathy, Ryan, and Lucasfilm never called the fandom racist, sexist, and homophobic. Kathy wore a Forces Female t-shirt, which makes her a misandrist. You could have that argument, but that's not calling the fans. Ryan said man babies, which at this point I think is proven right, even though I didn't agree with him at the time.
Okay, you could correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously we both don't know Jeremy's exact words on everything, but he's usually says a statement like, it's the mistreatment of the fans. Certain people on the other side call us like racist and sexist and things like that, but I'm not sure he ever actually made the claim that Kathleen Kennedy said those words from her mouth. He said it's mistreatment of the fans.
On our live stream. On our live stream, and I asked him, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, she wore a t-shirt. That's what was his answer.
That was his answer for calling us homophobic.
I said when did I said when? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You're right. I said when did Kathy, Ryan, or Lucasfilm actually call the fans this? And he said, well, she wore a Thor's female T-shirt. Okay, but that's my only point. I think no one in YouTube on the internet is completely innocent, including myself. But I've never personally called Jeremy racist or homophobic. So him calling her that is a little bit unfair based on his talking points. Now, her videos, a few videos, maybe she had a bad take. Discuss it with her. I don't think shutting her off is going to do any help to anybody. And I think she's backed in the corner with all her friends turning on her. I still talk to her. We still talk about things I don't agree with her, but I'm not going to stop talking to her. I'm not stop talking to anybody. It's a problem. Well, that's a problem on the internet.
Yeah, the thing about Kathleen Kennedy wearing that shirt is like, yes, it was a Nike ad. It wasn't like specifically against the fans, but you know, she knows what she's doing with the writing, and she knows what franchise she's involved in, and she knows when she wears that, it's gonna be that joke, like the Force, like Star Wars is female, you know. So she didn't directly say it, but when you're at that level of publicity with so many eyes on you, you know what you do is gonna cause, you know, some kind of reaction like that. So she's smart enough not to directly say it, but she's implied it in certain ways. But if that's exactly what Jeremy said and meant, then yeah, I'd have to hear that. I can't defend that point.
All right. And I don't expect you to have to defend him either. You're your own person, but you kind of wanted to defend your fellow menacers.
Yeah, Jeremy's done a few things for me. He's promoted a couple of videos, so I'd say Jeremy's responsible for getting me about 100 subs on my channel.
Okay, cool.
You know, and you know, the other thing about him is like there's really not that many people with 200,000 subs that go around to their fan base and promote people and help people out like he does. Like, he can't get to everyone, like he said, but he gets to a lot of people, you know. So that's definitely cool. He's claimed he's seen a few of my videos. Like, who am I? You know, I'm just a dude with like, I don't know what, 1,700 subs. You know what I mean? So, and he's got around to whoever else, plus the people he supports. He links like, I don't know, 8 or 9 channels related to G&G in every video they produce, you know? And that extremely helps people. And I'm thinking, who else does that as far as like 200K channels?
All right. That's a fair point. I have more issues. I'm not saying he hasn't helped people be a YouTuber, okay? But my main issues is with his origins and why he got in this game. And I feel my perception is that it's turned into an anti-SJW. And I don't think the Fandom Menace has actually accomplished shit, honestly. And that's from the heart. I was ready to join arms with some of you guys. I
don't think there is a Fandom Menace, actually.
I think there's a menace to fandom.
There's a couple of channels calling themselves the Fandom Menace, but they're kind of confusing people. Because you've heard people say, oh, William Shatner, welcome to the Fandom Menace, right? Yeah. You've heard people say things like that. What they mean is his attitude lines up with being against, you know, what's going on with the politics in the movies. Not that he's part of our actual group. I was confused when I heard it. I was like, what do you guys mean? He's not a channel. He's not like Geeks and Gamers. But the point is, you know, he just has the same attitude as us. All right. You know what being an atheist is, right? Obviously. There's no, you can't join and say, I'm an atheist. I'm going to go here, join this, sign up, right? Fandom Menace is like being an atheist. You say, I'm an atheist, but you're just kind of now thinking that way, if that makes sense.
All right. Maybe I was looking for something better where a group that actually did something. It's just, there's no consensus of what it is. There's no leaders.
At their own fault, I think they caused some confusion on what it was. And they make it seem like it's like world-class bullshitters, Geeks and Gamers, you know, and all these other channels make up the Fandom Menace, plus these other little channels, when it's really a mindset. And that's, you know, world-class bullshitters has in front of their videos, join the best community on the internet, the Fandom Menace. That's kind of confusing.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I kind of do too, and that's kind of confusing.
No, it's the best. It's the best. I disagree. I'd like to be part of the best community. I haven't found it yet. I'm actually going gray order, and I'm trying. I fall back to my old ways. I'll admit. I'm trying to be more fair and balanced to examine both sides of an argument. So I'm trying. I'm talking.
The gray order to me seems like a bunch of people who want to talk about Star Wars but don't want to hear the negatives. Basically.
No, they're willing to discuss negatives. I've been on a few streams already.
Okay.
They're also just starting. So Darth Lunga, when he takes a topic, he handled the 501st debacle. He examined both sides too. He wasn't just one way. He wanted to do it even keeled. So
you got a Matt Jarbo in the chat. Is that actually Mundane Matter? Someone just
no, he could come on. You want him on? He's come on my streams a lot. He might want to come on.
Yeah, I gotta thank Matt, because Matt is responsible probably for about 50 to 70 subscribers on my channel, because my videos on him did very well.
Oh, okay. You want to give a personal thank you? Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Hey,
okay.
Absolutely.
I'll invite him on. I don't know if he's busy or not, but.
And Matt called me a liar in a John Talks chat, so I don't know what I'm lying about.
Now I really want him on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was lying about, actually. I'm actually one of the more honest people. I'll tell you whatever you want to know, honestly.
Yeah, I see that. I appreciate it. Man, you're making me too level-headed. I was going to go hot before you got on here. See, this is what happens when you talk to people. I was going to go hot.
Well, it's best too, because I told you I've been watching your channel for 2 years. I used to watch your content for before at least a year before I started my own channel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I remember you. I mean, I've always talked to you.
But the funny thing is, man, is that you are kind of doing what you're accusing Jeremy of doing. Because you're kind of building your channel back up on this Jeremy. I don't want to say the word hate. You know what I mean? And it's building back up on kind of criticizing Jeremy, which is what you're saying he's doing by building his channel, pandering to the hater clicks.
No, I'm going
it's the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm going Chappelle. No one's safe from this madman, from the Mando. I go after everyone. I go after Campia when anyone messes up or when something's not good for fandom. I am for fandom first. I think that's what you're missing with Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers. Fandom's on the list, but it's not at the top of the list. I go fandom first every time. I don't do super chats. There's no paywalls. No one has to pay to talk to me. I don't stop talking to people. And a lot of my followers are the wreckage from Jeremy's personality on Twitter, which is, again, it's hyped up for wrestling type personality. Mm-hmm. It is. So there's wreckage there. And some of his supporters that I have defended Darth Barbie. It's not her fault that she was picked by Jeremy. But a lot of people supported him a long time and got pushed aside for some new people, new personalities on Geeks and Gamers, and they're hurt. Now, you agree you can't get to everyone, but he knew who these people were. Things didn't work out, and he brushed them aside. Mm-hmm. And that's not exactly cancel culture, but it's social media cancel culture, like you're done to me after someone supported him for so long. So I'm going to bring on Matt. Matt, he didn't think you were real in my chat. Yeah, we're friends. Me and Matt are friends.
Well, hey, I didn't know, if that was Matt's actual account, because I know Matt's got 2 channels and maybe he has a different account, something like that.
Okay.
No, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm out doing things right now. So, no, I've got a few channels. I do a few different things.
Oh, I know. So, yeah, I know. And you do a good job, by the way. I like your setup and your content, by the way, aside from everything.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm unfamiliar with who you are.
Yeah, my channel's Entertainment Hacker. I've been around for a little while. I mean, yeah, I'm a small channel, but I kind of know a lot of the people behind the scenes that you see in the Fandom Menace.
A lot of us actually kind of know each other one way or the other. Yeah, people talk.
Right. So, if you remember, there was a channel called Mad Talk TV. I'm sure Mad Max might remember it.
I don't remember that one.
Okay.
Top
anyway,
of my head, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you know Stephanie Janizek? Reviews for you?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay. So I was kind of in those crowd. Abu Nas was kind of with us at the time, and John Talks and Ivan Ortega at the time before they got big.
Okay.
So you know them guys. So I kind of started with them.
I know John and I know Ivan.
Yeah. So I kind of started with them. John had like 3,000 subs. Ivan had like 600 when they were on the channel, and I was on that channel too. And so was Fanatics of Film, who just dropped in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay, talked enough. I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
it's all good. It's all good, man. Like honestly, there's a lot of content creators, and it's always good to talk to other ones.
Well, the main problem I have is that, like, it's better just to stick together than have infighting.
Sure. No, I don't disagree.
But, based on what's going on with the entertainment industry, it's very hard not to fight about things because there's such strong feelings about things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think people on the internet or because you're part of your team should get a free pass either, though. I think that's where me and Matt are coming from. And he's been honest with his past. He says he's been on YouTube a long time. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't personally like Jeremy much anymore. I'm still subscribed to him, but I'm getting to the point where everyone deserves redemption except Kylo, is my saying. Even though Jarbo might think Kylo deserved redemption because he liked the movie, I'm not sure.
Not 4 years ago. I didn't want him to get redeemed 4 years ago. Times have changed. Apparently, I'm a sucker for a couple key moments. Now that I'm a dad, it kind of like some things hit you a little bit harder than others. So there's that. But no, I agree that a lot of people shouldn't be fighting. But I do agree. I do also believe that when you do this and you're what people would refer to as an influencer, even though I hate the term, there should be some kind of integrity. And if you're not going to engage in it, and everything is an op or everything is an act. After a while, you have to start asking, like, well, can I trust you? Are you, am I watching you to get information, or am I watching you to be lied to and pandered to and misinformed? And that's my biggest complaint with elements of the Fandom Menace.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were talking about Wished Upon a Vlog, and I'm not going to say anything because I've known Julie for 2 years, and I know her, I think, better than literally anybody.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not going to talk about anything she told me in private, but there's a lot of stuff that's in public I can talk about.
I know none of that situation.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big situation on Twitter. I mean,
entertainment hacker. I would kind of like to put a lid on Julie because I still am trying to talk to her personally. I don't want to make her uncomfortable.
All right, we'll get back to it. Since Matt's here and Matt doesn't know the situation, then let's save it. But I have a few things to say.
Okay, sure. I do want to also defend Matt's recent video. I think a lot of times that the Fandom Menace is so used to not getting criticized themselves, they get like a free pass on YouTube, that even just a little bit is saying you're hating. Jarbo maybe was a little bit skewed, but mostly level-headed and fair balanced his video. And everyone reacted to, oh, the hate is one video. And I think he had a point. I think in his Jeremy's video, and he kind of made fun of it today, saying I couldn't spin it. It actually looked like he was kind of like, I don't know how to spin this one. And that's my main criticism too, is that we were looking for something better than access media. And now we're just getting access to hate clicks. And they're just shilling for the narrative of everything sucks. Now, you gave small examples of where Fandom Menace channels have said they like certain things. But that's a really small group compared to the majority, the percentage of Fandom Menace videos. There's a very small section of things talking about liking something. And that's part of the internet culture altogether, is you get clicks by hating on stuff, waiting to hate.
The problem is, for the last 5 years, movies have been absolutely horrible with the messages that are put in them. They're not telling good stories anymore. They're really not.
Well, there's no winning the culture war. We're going to have to work together. You're not going to get rid of SJW politics in movies. If it's small, if they do it right, yeah, call it out. But when their movie's not really about that and it's just a small scene, it's going to happen in everything. That's my point.
To be fair, Hollywood has always been left. And so if you really go back and analyze your favorite movies from back in the day, oftentimes you're going to find the same type of rhetoric. It's not changed. You know, talking about social inequality, talking about issues involving social justice. That's been going on for years. It's underdog stories. We always have had that narrative. What you're looking at now is a more, because of the internet so connected, news travels and spreads a lot faster. And then oftentimes, because we deal with things in 140 or 280 character world, it just gets caught up in not having the information, but just having the headline. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, here's the thing, Matt, and here's how I look at it. Like, people say there was always politics in Star Wars. You've heard that, right?
There was, but yeah, okay.
Here's the thing. There's, like, general politics that can, you know, anybody can relate to, like, you know, any color, any race, male, female, okay? That's like war is just a thing every human being on the planet deals with. But the politics in The Last Jedi, like feminism, is something that's like more targeted. That seems more of like that year, that couple of years, you know? So I really like to break it down to general politics, and then there's like specific type of politics, which I think are in the movies now.
Well, let me ask you this. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like I read the trades every single day. I have for years. So I get what you're trying to say there. But I also look at it now and I'm like, well, is it just like, I know Rian Johnson is an avowed feminist. Like he's a male feminist. So at this point, there's just a ticking clock until we find out how much of a creeper he is.
Who knows what he is? We haven't seen the real Rian Johnson.
No, we haven't.
Controlled, you know.
Well, there was that one thing, and I don't want to give it any credence. There was one person on Twitter that was trying to say like that he was involved with like the Devin Faraci crew, and that like it was like borderline sexual harassment or sex type stuff. I don't know. There's no evidence to it. I mean, Faraci's a piece of crap. But you know, and he got busted for like fingering a girl without her consent. And you know, so he's out of the game, but there's that. But the way I view it is, it's like, it all really depends on the context of the situation, right? And in the context, and if you look at, let's say, The Last Jedi, you know, people were looking at Admiral Holdo. She's got pink hair. She talks down to Poe, you know, and it's like, oh, this is clearly just feminism. And I'm like, well, I don't really buy that, because it's like, for one, she's the vice admiral, so she's probably dealt with this kind of hot-headedness before. I agree that she was a poorly written character. And I know, I mean, like, I lived in a military town. I've dealt with men and women in the military and their attitude. So it's like, that's my skewered perspective on it. I've dealt with drunk ass Navy SEALs and entitlement, you know, like I've dealt with all that shit for years. So when I watch the movie and I see that, it's kind of like that line from Captain Marvel where they're at the bar and that one pilot's like, you know why they call it a cockpit, right?
Well, here's the problem. I think like you're simplifying it, okay? Because she should have been like in like army clothes, and like she didn't have to be like manly, but she should have been at least more appropriate for the scene, which is what people don't like. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like somebody in the army is going to be able to condescend to just like a trooper, but it's like the intentions behind putting someone like Holdo there is the problem, not the end result of her being, you know, a general. And by the way, she was a smuggler before she was a general, of course. Better than Han Solo and Chewie, they had to mention, by the way.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's always a kind of weird backstory. I mean, Poe was a spice runner. You know what I mean? So it's like they've all got their little backstories. Here's my question to you, though. If you were given more time with the character before or even now, like, because a video of mine just dropped about a half hour ago about a potential Rose Tico series on Disney Plus that's been my approach to it. I know, because there's the guy who did Crazy Rich Asians is like pitching Disney Plus over it. And I always said,
is that real?
Is he really? He pitched it on Twitter, and I'm thinking it could possibly happen because Asian representation is a big subject right now.
I'm all for it.
And I'm like, look, if they gave us the Tico sisters, you know, if we got to learn their backstory, we got maybe Vice Admiral Holdo in the show, and it was written. Well, all I'm saying is, if we got it to a point of where it was written over time, we got to spend more time with the character. You know, like instead of reading the book and getting an idea, but we actually got like Laura Dern in the role on a TV show where they could time and build it up. Would it be perceived better?
There's just so many other subtle things besides just what's going on the surface. Like the entire thing is crafted for these female characters to have like, you know, hints of feminism. You know, even down to like why did Paige, like, why did the hot one get killed? Like the feminine hot sister gets killed and not Rose. There's a lot of things like that. Rey doesn't have a feminine body. It's just all these things pile up,
I just don't think any of that matters. I think when you start reducing, I mean, look, this is sound like really good. When you start reducing a woman's look or her entire personhood to just the way that she looks, I don't know. Like, I mean, I just find that to be kind of ridiculous in regards
it's for
to
all of them. It's a detail, but it's not just an isolated incident. It's all of them across the board.
But have they particularly? I mean, they played up Kylo Ren shirtless in the Last Jedi, which I still find that to be awkward.
Me too. It was ridiculous.
Very weird.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It's all like, is that baby oil? Yeah, you would. But no, it's like there's elements of it where, again, it felt very weird, and that was the only movie to really kind of like do that. In the Rise of Skywalker, they didn't sexualize anybody. I mean, but you can even then go back to like Return of the Jedi, where they've got the Twi'leks in Jabba's palace, and they were sexualized. Or go watch the Clone Wars TV show. And like every chick there has got like an hourglass figure in that show, right? There's that one Jedi, the Twi'lek Jedi, and she's got straight up curves, defined curves, and big old tits, And it's like I'm watching the show, going, "This is on Cartoon Network, man. Goddamn."
Well, Max. Hey, Max, I'm gonna send Jeremy a link. All right?
No, he's not allowed here.
Why?
He doesn't follow me on Twitter. He made a game about showing follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow. Screw him. That's the whole thing I'm talking about. I supported him at the beginning. If he follows me on Twitter, maybe, and it has a direct conversation, because he makes a game out of everything. This fandom is a joke to him, a way to make money, and joke. And then maybe fandom is in there somewhere, but it's nowhere near the top of the list. Capitalism. He's helped YouTubers be YouTubers. I'll give him that. Like you say, he helps people. He helps people be YouTubers.
Yeah, but dude, I have a problem with Jeremy too. I have the biggest problem with Jeremy out of anybody.
All right, well,
fucking 2 years, man. Guy can't make my video. You think I'm gonna talk about your stupid SJW shit?
What?
The dude hasn't made my 2 years. I spent like 35 super chats. Like I don't know, 20 DMs, emails. He won't make my video. So let's talk about it.
All right, there you go. I mean, you're a longtime supporter of him. I think you're a pretty level-headed dude. I think you could add to the conversation on Geeks and Gamers. I think you're doing a great.
Let him on the stream for a minute, man.
Why? Why would I? I don't care to talk to him. I want to talk to people. Why would I want him on the stream? Why would I want to? I talked to him before.
If you don't talk to him, you kind of lose, because then
I don't lose nothing. Matt, the reason Matt's on my show a lot now, they've been criticizing me and Matt talking. I messaged him. He responded right back. Okay, now people always want to attack Matt's past. I think that's unfair. Yes, he's had problems. If you've been this long on YouTube, everyone's going to have problems. Matt doesn't stop talking to you. He still talks to me. He joins. You talk to me. You never unfollowed me, Entertainment Hacker, even though we disagreed. You kept talking to me. That's a man. I want to talk to men. I don't want to talk to below average betas that are fronting on Twitter.
Dude, but if you're not gonna, Matt, come on, help me out. If he's not man enough to talk to Jeremy, then what are we talking about here?
I have talked to Jeremy. I don't think it's worth it.
I can. It all really depends on the conversation you want to have with him. If it's a public display, you're going to get a different Jeremy than if it's a private display.
Yeah, I know.
I'll think about it, but not this stream. This stream was about finally talking to my pal Entertainment Hacker that I've talked to a long time. We've talked behind the scenes. We never unfollowed each other, even though we disagreed, which is what a man does. That's what a man does. And then you mentioned Matt was in the chat, and I'm like, yeah, he's real. And he comes and he talks. He never unfollowed me when he disagrees with people. So you know what? Maybe Matt unfollowed other people on Twitter. I don't know. Based on conversations, that's his right too. But I want people on that talk like man to man and don't bitch out on Twitter. And I really think Jeremy is fronting on Twitter. and I don't like it.
Yeah,
I called him out on that.
But dude, Jeremy has admitted he talks shit, and fronting is like part of what he does as entertainment. He's explained this to you.
Okay, why do I want to talk to him right now? What do I want to have a conversation with him about? You said
I want to get a chance to talk to him. I'm here. I'm cool. Come on.
Yeah, I'm here for you. I'm here for. You want me to bring him on?
But dude, he's coming on your turf, though. This is your channel.
Does he say he wants to come on tonight?
Yeah, he does. He's waiting. I've been chatting with him.
Oh, great. I was going to talk about the Peacock. Matt, do you want to be on here if Jeremy comes on?
I actually have to run in a minute. That's why I don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
So it's not. Look, here's the deal. I've talked to Jeremy a couple times. I've talked to people that know him IRL or have met him IRL, and they all say he's really nice. It all depends on whether or not what you're going to get into with the conversation. I mean, you just can't go in expecting that you're going to get anything other than a full front-loaded Jeremy. Which
we're gonna talk about Matt. We're gonna talk about a fishing video. I've been talking to Jeremy about a fishing video for 2 years.
All right, if I
talk to Jeremy, he's never gonna get the fucking end of it.
Okay, Matt, if you want to go, that's fine.
I'll
look who's talking. God of nothing. Go away,
Matt. You're really leaving. You're really leaving. Come on.
I'm not actually home right now. I'm not at home right now.
Fair enough. But you get a chance to, chat with Jeremy.
Matt, I actually wanted to come on because you had said that I said that I called you a liar, and I wanted to find out more about that.
I would. You did. If you remember, you called me a liar. I wasn't exactly.
I don't. But I'd like to know the context of which.
It was something about what I was saying in my about Star Wars fans and being somebody who is doesn't want politics in Star Wars. Basically, you said I was lying about me saying that, like I was dishonest about the videos or something.
I don't remember that, but I do apologize if that.
Yeah, no, I mod John Talks whenever I can. You jumped in that one. If you remember the John Talks live, you jumped into on the chat.
Oh, I like to go in there and troll a little bit. I like to go in there and troll. I don't have an issue with John. I like John actually.
Everyone likes John. Everyone likes John. I know.
It's just fun. It's just fun when I go in there and I say hi, and then just to watch the chat like freak the fuck out. Sorry, I mean, swear.
No. I don't want anyone to be surprised on my channel. This isn't like when
Jeremy said he'll be nice, and I'll fucking make sure Jeremy's nice.
I'm not worried about it. I'm saying after Matt leaves, I'm explaining Matt. He comes on when he's busy doing other things because he knows this is chill. And there's no surprises. That's the other reason I don't do super chats. I don't want my guests to feel cornered or feel like they have to be on. So Matt is always welcome on my channel. He did not know he was going to jump into a possible Jeremy thing. That's something you got to prepare for because he's got a mob of menace men on his hands. So you know what? And Odin does nothing except pick fights with people that Jeremy's talked to. And Odin, I offered you to come on. I said any Fandom Menace ladies that want to come on the stream tonight could be on. So I offered for you to be on, Odin. It's your fault for not taking it up. But Matt, if you want to go, feel free and don't feel any pressure at all.
No, I'll wait for you guys to finish up and whatever. No. Listen. I don't want to cause a fight or nothing like that. I just came in to
He wanted to come in and have a level-head conversation to address some things you said, Entertainment Hacker. He wasn't. Do whatever you want, Matt. I liked your video. I think you had a legit criticism of Jeremy. If he wants to come on, I'll talk to him.
The way I view it is that I was polite and I was fair. Yeah, that's how I view that video.
It wasn't hating.
If I wanted to attack him, if I wanted to do that, I would have done it. That wasn't my goal. This
is not kill stream. I don't have kill streams on my channel.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you'd make a lot more money if you did. But just say
Jeremy is in my backstage. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna go. I gotta run. My phone's almost dead anyway, so I'll talk to you guys all later.
All right.
My phone's almost dead too, and I'm here.
All right. Okay, Jeremy. I'll be fair. I call you out all the time. Here you are. I wasn't planning to have you on. I do want this. Hey. I am going to call you out on something. Where's this damn fishing video?
I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to play Twitter Jeremy, as I've
Okay.
admitted that exists.
right,
I
all
am
right.
not going to play the personality. I'm going to answer questions. I just find it funny that you've talked about me this whole stream, and yet the moment I decide to show up, it's like everybody's freaking out. Like, I mean, I'm here. I'm the topic of discussion every week. You claim you want positivity. It's all built around hating me and anybody affiliated with me. So whatever questions you got, I'm here.
I only give you. I'm not here to. I wasn't going to ask you any questions today. I did a video.
I'm saying you have. Like, if you have questions, I'm here to answer them. Is what I'm saying. This isn't my show. This is your show. It's your turf. It's your rules. So whatever you want to do. And by the way, Hacker, I'm doing this for you, buddy. I like you. So.
Yeah, I have a fucking question. Do you get?
I'm not going fishing anytime soon, Hacker.
Yeah,
No,
because he's not reaching 300K. That's why.
Yeah. Well, no, I keep moving that one, but
I think G&G will
don't move the goalpost, Jeremy. Don't move the goalpost.
Wait. Jeremy took a vow. Jeremy took a vow at 300K to make the video. So I'm gonna wait for the video. I'm gonna have a nice shout out in the video. That was my plan since he had 50,000 subscribers, was to get a shout out in a fishing video. So make it happen.
It will. And Tampa. It's already scheduled. I have a friend of mine who is a diving instructor, and he goes deep sea fishing. He does tours.
I know. We've been through
have it all set up.
Your life. I know. You have a friend who you don't call anymore.
If we could get Wi-Fi to go all the way out 30, 30 miles offshore, we're good. I'll be there, but I don't have Wi-Fi that's going to reach that far. Anyway,
you're not doing a live. You're making the video. All right. I'm sorry.
All right. So whatever you got for me, Max, I'm here.
I actually, besides the video where Matt criticized you, where you're like, I can't spin this. That was my main argument of what this movement has become, is just the opposite side of
we all spin things. You spin things about things you've heard that you don't have full answers on, as do I. You do it every day. You've done it this whole live stream about things you think you've heard, about things that might have happened, about people that might be upset with me, but you don't have the whole story. You're building a narrative around it. And that's what we do. Everybody does it.
This is the difference. I said I don't agree with 100% of what she's done. I think it's gone to a point where it's really.
Well, even you said know people that that have financially supported me, and yet I pick people like Darth, Barbie, and Geeky Candy, and I've hurt feelings.
No, I didn't say that.
You did.
I said people feel this way.
Who are people?
Listen. I am not going to call out names here. I wasn't going to have this argument. This is my stream.
All right, but you're building an. What I'm saying is you're building an argument.
What you're doing is taking a private conversation I had with Darth Barbie.
No, I'm not. You said it on a stream. You on this stream. You said these words, Max. Hacker can confirm it. You said there are people that have got their feelings hurt because they financially supported me and they were fans, and I picked other people to be on my team, and that's building a narrative, Max.
All right. Okay.
Can I just say something? Can I just wait? Can I just say? Hold on.
I can't have defend everyone that I talk to.
I'm just asking you about your words that you spoke on, and what I'm saying is you are spinning a conversation in the direction you want to without giving the full details.
Okay, did I say that was my opinion? I said that's why some may have an issue with her, and I said it's not. And then what did I say after that? I said it's not fair to criticize Darth Barbie for that. I didn't say you. I didn't say that was my opinion.
Go ahead, Hacker. You had something to say.
Look, all right. Here's
everybody spins shit. That's my point. We all spin stuff. So
Jeremy,
we're acting like you're above it.
You could correct me if I'm wrong, but Max kind of acts like you've got this channel with 5,000 subscribers, and he's managing a company, 200,000 subscribers. He can't even answer comments. I can only imagine what his Twitter looks like. And, Max kind of acts like you just have in this channel like we do.
I want to make a point, and I'm doing this. I'm not going to show it, Hacker, but because I know that the whole the conspiracy is going to be me and you were in cahoots. I'm looking at the last time. Hang on. The last time that I responded to Entertainment Hacker on Twitter on a private message was 9/27/19, and you said You told me, Hacker, you said thanks for the follow because I followed you back on Twitter.
He follows
and
me.
yeah, appreciate it. Been trying to
kidding.
catch G&G live streams, yada yada. And I said, no problem. Thanks for the support. That's the last time you and I had any direct contact. You've sent me a lot of messages since then, and I just haven't responded because my inbox is completely open. So today you said gonna go live with Mad Max to defend Geeks and Gamers just for fun. You know, blah 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 blah. And I said, LOL, have fun, and that's it. That's it. So okay. Let me kill that conspiracy theory right now.
That's true. I have the same chat log. Yeah.
Right. We have zero communication in terms of this being when Hacker sent me that, I was like, you know what? I'll tune in tonight. And I was watching it. And Hacker's such a nice guy, and he's always, giving me, he's always ribbing me about the fishing stuff. He's made videos. I've always appreciated that. So that's why I'm here. It's not to gang up. It's not for a conspiracy. It's not a plot. It's just I like Hacker. And my name has been mentioned a lot during this stream, so I figured.
Well, this is the Jeremy channel, basically. Of course, your name's been mentioned.
Yeah. So
whoa! You brought it up. I was going to talk about Peacock.
Wait, let me say in front of Jeremy though, I do enjoy your videos, and I watch them more than I watch videos in my genre because you're entertaining. You know, Jeremy, it's really funny, man. So
well, yeah, you do the same character stuff you claim that I'm guilty of because that's what YouTubers do. But when I do it, it's suddenly a crime against humanity. I mean, do you walk around talking to your family like I'm mad with your mask on? No, you don't.
Yes, I do. My wife says, go on the internet because you're bugging me.
You literally don't do that, and you don't because it's part of a character that we all create for our brand. Yet you guys have demonized me doing it when I admit that I do it. Again, I don't talk to people on camera like I do in real life because that's boring. My whole goal is to make people want to watch me and be entertaining. I'm an entertainer, and I'm here to be honest about how I feel about things. It doesn't mean you're going to like it. Doesn't mean you're going to agree with it. It just means I'm going to talk about what I'm talking about. Do I want views? Yeah. So do you. So do you. So does everybody else that's ever created a YouTube channel. Nobody gets on the internet to not get views. Nobody makes tweets to not get likes, retweets. Everybody wants attention. And that's just the game. And so to accuse me of, oh, Jeremy's just out for money. Yes, I'm here to make money. I built a fucking business. I sank tens of thousands of dollars into this business over the course from 2012 until 2018, when we finally started making some money. And I'm finally at a point where I'm not at a loss that it took me 5, 6, 7 years to get to a profitable standpoint. Yeah, I'm here to make money. If that makes me a bad guy, then make me the bad guy. But I keep hearing all these accusations against me. I want to know, like, what is it that makes me such a horrible person? I'm here.
I don't want to go back into the origins of all this. Maybe you're better now than you were. I'm the same asshole now that I was in 2018. Okay,
well, this was like 2 weeks ago, like a week ago.
You just in this stream, you were talking about how terrible I am. You made a video today just going off, and again, people like Darth, Barbie get caught up in this nonsense because
I defended her. I defended
you did, and I appreciated that. But the point is that you are attracting people that clearly just hate me because they didn't get the attention they thought they deserved.
Not necessarily. You've got a lot of geeks and gamers and stuff in the audience. There's a mixed audience actually because people just want to hear the drama.
Max is a meme. Max is a meme to us. I mean, he's a meme. I mean, it's laughable that he does these things, and we enjoy.
He's not going to call me that. No, I'll put him. I put him back on. I just wanted to see your face.
Max says I watch his videos. Yes, I enjoy the fuck out of these videos.
You never commented on them.
I don't know if I can cuss. My bad. I don't know if I can cuss.
You never.
Is it okay to cuss?
No, it's not.
Is it not? Seriously, I don't know. I don't know.
Just a little bit. A little bit.
Okay, I won't drop F-bombs. I won't drop F-bombs. But
I said that you've been out of the Fandom Menace. I think you've been actually improving somewhat and doing more fair balance. I actually commented on your video today. I'm like, are you going gray order? This is a fair and balanced view on your video today. I gave it a thumbs up.
What's different from that back to when Captain Marvel made $1 billion and I said I was wrong about Captain Marvel. It made $1 billion. And when people were throwing the Disney's buying tickets in theaters, I never ran with those stories. So why didn't you give me credit for it then? I didn't run with the Disney's buying free tickets and flooding theaters like a lot of people did. But because I was just like, that's a little look, I would love to go after that story, but it's just so far fetched and there's nothing to support it. So why didn't you give me credit for not doing that? You know, because
there was in the midst of all the Captain Marvel chaos.
All right, but you also say that the number one thing that I have is identity politics and social justice.
You mentioned.
Do you know where my most growth? Do you know where the most growth the channel has ever gotten? Do you know where it came from?
No,
Game of Thrones season 8. Game of Thrones season 8 made me the most money and got me the most growth. Same with Gary from Nerdrotic, and Mauler. No, that wasn't an identity politics situation. That wasn't a social justice warrior. That was a bad television show. Yeah. And the night of the Game of Thrones season 8, the finale, I was live with Mauler. We had 20,000 people watching us, and Gary and Doomcock had 25,000 watching them on Nerdrotic. That's the biggest growth I've ever gotten. Had nothing to do with identity politics, had nothing to do with social justice. But I didn't hear you complaining about what I was doing with Game of Thrones, which was my biggest growth I've ever gotten. Why? I asked you why.
I did complain for a different reason.
What was the reason?
You jumped on another hate train after you saw
I was
Gary,
the first one.
Gary and Doomcock.
That's bullshit. Bullshit.
Gary and Doomcock. I was watching.
Do you want to pull the date? You really want to hold to that right now, because Gary and Doomcock and I have people I know in real life have had conversations about this. I posted my season or episode 3 review in the middle of the night. Okay. And I was getting bombarded with dislikes. We've had this conversation on streams before. And I told Gary and Doomcock, and I was like, I was getting hammered, guy. I was getting killed by my criticism of episode 3, season 8. Getting killed. And I was like, it wasn't until I saw Gary and Doomcock live later on that I said, holy shit, finally, I'm not alone on this, because I'm getting killed on my video. And then Mauler went live because Mauler's in a different time zone. My video was up first. So I don't know what you're talking about, but that conversation had happened live on the air with myself and Gary and Doomcock about that Game of Thrones situation. So you're making that up.
That your first titled video, Garbage, was after.
No,
whatever his title. I can't give the specifics because I don't remember.
You clearly don't remember because you're making something up, because it's not true. I was first in the Fandom Menace with big channels. Now, again, I'm not saying I was the first person that criticized it, but when I was criticizing Game of Thrones, it was not popular. Do you not remember going on when me and Cecil had our big arguments about it? Like on the High Council? Like, it wasn't popular when I started criticizing Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I was ahead of the curve, and you're holding me accountable because I was ahead of the curve.
Okay.
So that's it. I'll drop that.
Okay. All right. Where do we go from here? Because I was not expecting to have you on tonight. I actually said I criticized you. Yes, I did criticize you this week. It was with the Jarbo video and about the not being able to spin it. But then I also said I gave your videos a thought. When I watched it in my stream, I said it was actually a good take. So going forward, if I bring up stuff now, it would only be going back in the past, where we already had our debate and whatever. I don't want to bring up all that stuff again.
But again, since the debate, you've done nothing but make videos about me, so clearly it's not in the past.
I've done other videos.
The thing is, like, I've made a couple of videos about you too, and they usually get like, I don't know, 20 to 30% more views, if not more.
Me?
Oh yeah,
so
you're the new
about 100%. You.
You're
Max,
right.
Max has like rebuilt the channel based on your videos and accusing you of building your channel on hater clicks, which is essentially the same thing, right?
Right.
No,
I mean,
not the same thing.
I don't care. It is absolutely the same thing, but I don't care if you criticize me. The part that does bother me, and it's unfortunate that I'm going to have to say that this bothers me, because it's only going to give, the people that are going to do this type of stuff more ammunition. But nobody can get to me. You're not going to get to me. But now they're going after people that are associated with me, because they can't get to me.
I condemn that.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. But you also are highlighting the comments from people calling her those names.
I was in a Darth Vader mask, and I said I apologized to her privately. I said,
and that's fine.
I accidentally highlighted a comment that was was unfair to you, I apologize.
So should I hold you to the same standard that you hold my Geeks and Gamers team and how you hold me? Because one of your mods has still trashed her constantly since you condemned it, but your mod continues to trash her in your comments, someone you gave a wrench to. So Mad Max, do you want to be held to the same standard you hold Jeremy to? Because if one of my mods was trashing the same one I called out on Twitter, I'm not going to give this person the respect of giving their name publicly because they don't deserve it. But if I know that your mod is doing it and you don't, but you're real worried about Geeks and Gamers content, I'm doing a better job of knowing what's going on with your people than you do.
I'd have to go back and review it. You're bringing it to my attention now.
He just admitted it right there in your comments. So did you condemn it, or are you going to say, well, I condemn it, but the people that I've given power on my channel to delete comments?
Okay, here's where you say do your research. What specifically or the hell are you talking about?
Go to my Twitter and look. I screenshotted it, and then I pointed out how this person just a few months ago was going in her comments praising her about how great she was and how they subscribe to her channel. But as soon as she joins Geeks and Gamers, she becomes a thought. All of a sudden, because that's the type of people that you are surrounding yourself with.
Phobic Xeno is not a mod.
What does that wrench mean?
Where? Let me see. Maybe I did. I made a few mods recently because I've been getting more people on my streams. And I didn't think I made Phobic Xeno mod. Maybe I did. I'll have to check.
I really don't care. I'm just using your logic against you. Like you nitpick every single detail of Geeks and Gamers.
Well, I handled it. You know what? I handled it tonight instead of letting it go.
You handled it because I forced your hand and made you aware of it.
Bullshit.
He let you on the stream. So
don't come on my stream and tell it. I handled it tonight. I talked to Darth Barbie behind the scenes, and at the beginning of the stream, I talked about it, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to Phobic Xeno yet. He's
okay.
Well,
I helped you with that.
I'm handling stuff now. So don't come on my turf and tell me what I'm not handling. You've let things go too far.
What?
Things have gone too far.
Like what?
You broke your #1 role by calling Julie something this week.
Now, you've said 3 times, Mr. Rule Setter, you've said 3 times during the stream you didn't want to talk about Julie. You sure you want to talk about Julie now? Because you're breaking your own rule.
Well, you called her something.
So we can talk about it? Because you already said we can't talk about it.
I'm talking about you now because your big thing is don't call the fans racist, sexist, homophobic. So I don't need to bring up Julie when I'm telling you broke your own role this week. Okay. You called her something.
Okay.
That's your big thing with the fans.
Do you want my response?
It would be talking about her hot takes, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
No. It would explain to you my logic behind what I do. And when people use those...
Go ahead.
When people use those claims against me, I use them back on them. And that can just be...
That's a strong thing to say. That's a strong thing.
No. It's called having screenshots of her accusing Geeks and Gamers of being SJWs because we didn't attack the gay scene in It Chapter 2. Because we didn't pounce on that. That's how this all started, Max. Now,
can I just say something here? Can I just say something?
Yeah, but
Julie is confused as to what social justice warrior means. There's actually a lot of confusion about what it means.
I believe,
and that she was saying that because Jeremy in the review didn't call out 2 gay guys in It for being, woke, that Jeremy was wrong about his other shit, which is completely incorrect because it wasn't woke. They would just happen to be 2 gay guys in the movie. Basically,
right?
Okay, I think she had a bad take. That's no reason to call her trash. You're not good enough.
Hold on.
You're not good enough.
Hold on.
Let me say one more thing because this is something nobody else can say. I've known Julie for 2 years. All right, I've been friends with her for 2 years.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, she lives in Ireland, and she told me things I doubt she ever told anybody.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem right here.
No, that's not the problem.
No,
that's absolutely not the problem.
Maybe not you personally, Jeremy, but put people like Odin going to
Odin has my full support for what he's saying right now because she doxed him.
Okay, I don't agree with that.
Of course you don't, because you don't know the whole story yet. You make definitive claims on what's happened, and that's the whole.
I said I don't agree with everything she's done, but it's gone too far and it needs to stop.
Okay, so here's the truth, and if you want to go back on Twitter to document this truth, this is the truth, Max. If you go back during the whole thing with Julie, when it first blew up, I told my team, I talked to my team, and they were really fed up with her running her mouth. But I told them that I thought we should collectively stop engaging with her publicly because this is getting ugly. So for about a month, maybe 5-6 weeks total, I'm not sure, I publicly called off everybody. Not one person from my team said a word. This is documented. Okay. So through those 6 weeks, she went into comment section after comment section after comment section on Twitter and just trashed people, trashed Mary, trashed Odin, trashed everybody, trashed Darth, Barbie, trashed Anna, trashed everybody affiliated with my brand. This happened for 6 weeks after I publicly called a truce and she publicly agreed to the call of truce. You can go back now, unless she's deleted tweets, because she deletes a hell of a lot of tweets. But my tweet is still up where I publicly called for a truce and I said, I hope that she, finds peace or whatever she's looking for. In that 6 weeks, she continued to trash us. Then she went after Anna over this whole emoji thing. And finally, when Anna has fed up with it and everybody, Anna finally responded after all this time. And that's when everybody was like, we're not going to be silent. We're going to have Anna's back, So, my team, against my wish, they respected my wishes for a while. But once it got to the point where it came too much, my team decided we're done being slandered, Jeremy. We're done with this. 6 weeks, this woman has continued after you called a public truce. That is the facts, Max. That is the truth.
Okay, that's a nice revealing moment you had there. You still tried to keep the truce, and your team decided on their own.
No. After they attacked Anna. She attacked Anna.
I know, but you didn't say, okay, go after her now or anything like that. I'm not saying you would either, but they decided they're not gonna stand by us anymore.
No, but they had my full support because I can't tell my team what to do. We had a conversation. We all agreed it's probably best. And then after she slandered us for 6 weeks, at some point, people on my team got tired of it, and I was tired of it. And I was like, all right, you know what? I can't force these people to not defend themselves online. They respected my wishes for as long as they could, and she wanted that attention. She wanted us to respond, and she went after every single person connected. You can go back where she screenshotted a picture of Darth, Barbie, and Anna and said, I guess Jeremy found a clone or something like that. Like, it's just crazy shit, And my team is not Jeremy. My team is not, my team doesn't have the following I have. My team, or some of them are small creators, some of them have given me information from when they were a smaller channel before they were connected to Geeks and Gamers, and how Julie, in some cases, felt like a big channel to them because they had like 1,000 subs.
To use your logic against you, okay, Anna, one of the big things that she had was criticizing the Raylo art. So she's a public figure, and saying that the emoji art is insensitive. Was that hating her and going after her, or was that giving a critique of the situation? Based on the logic of the whole Raylo situation, that you guys tried to trigger Raylo fans hard as hell.
Right. Well, I mean, Julie was tagging Team YouTube, trying to get Team YouTube to do something about her channel. That's fucking bullshit for any creator to tag Team YouTube.
I don't like that.
There's a fine line on YouTube, and when you start actually going after someone's channel because they're saying or doing something you don't like, that's next level fucked up.
Okay, and that's past the point of critique. Like the argument with Anna and the Raylo art.
Right,
okay, so
right. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm very protective over people at Geeks and Gamers to a point where it makes me look hypocritical, and that's perfectly fine because I'm human, and human beings are hypocritical. And I will stand up for my team, and I'll stand by them. And yes, I understand that I probably don't get that I am a public figure. I probably don't get that, but I don't act like a public figure either. And I think Hacker said this earlier, where, how many, and I don't think about it from this perspective. When Hacker brings it up, it makes me realize it. But he's like, how many channels of Jeremy size actually do what he does? How many is John Campy gonna come on a stream where there's 25 people watching because they're bitching about him to confront the people? No, you know these guys are.
I tried.
No, I know, but these guys have their heads so far up in the clouds.
Well,
and you know, it feels like the more I try to help people, the more I anger the people I don't help, and there's literally nothing I can do about that. I can only help so many people.
That's a fair argument, but I think the unfollowing and stuff, like you said, I didn't respond to a message. It hurts people. It hurts some of your followers.
I mean, again, I can't please everybody. I'm not going to try to. I mean, of course, I'm going to get. Nobody has 100% success rate on anything, but I'm pretty happy with what we've accomplished. I'm very happy with my team. I'm very happy with my, following, with my website, with my everything. I mean, again, my team is there because they want to be. There's no contracts like you claim there was. You want to talk about spinning stuff. I mean, that's.
I always said I wasn't 100% on that, but your video.
There's literally no proof of that. There's literally no proof.
The video where you said, pro Jeremy on your personal channel, how to make I don't remember how to make a YouTube video or something.
Yeah, how to build your channel.
Okay, that's what. This just so you know, I know
to give people advice on how to build a channel. It means I'm like some
wait
tycoon.
Wait, listen. I know a lot about YouTube. There are a lot of multi-channel networks, and that is the way to. That's a sure sign of someone that's starting one. Is do this, and if you want to know more, contact me. And you do have a contact me on your website and everything. I said I wasn't 100%. And the other thing is, to bring that up again, we're bringing this up again. It's partly my fault because I choose to do it. But I wanted you to go on the record to say you wouldn't do that because I thought that was the way it was going. And I have opinions on how you got into this game. You are in it for business. I want something.
Never disputed that.
Okay, I want something more for fandom, not to make money at all, but to put fandom first. To trigger Raylo people, we were just trying to have fun. Raylo is not as disturbing as you say it is. It was just to trigger people. The 501st debacle. It's not treating other fandoms.
501st debacle. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, I know who you're going to bring up. I disagreed with him on this.
Well, then you don't know who I'm going to bring up because it's not him.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So do you want to know the truth about the 501st situation?
Go ahead. Sure.
I wake up. I look at Twitter. I see that D-Day Cobra and Geeks and Gamers has been tagged. Now, I can't remember her name. Hacker, do you remember her name?
No, I don't.
This 501st, the person that was with the 501st. She tags me and she tags Geeks and Gamers, and she accuses us of stealing the 501st art. Okay. I had nothing to do with that. My company, my brand, I had nothing to do with it. The artist who created it, I think Stephen Wayne is his name. Mm-hmm. During my stream, I reached out to him and I said, hey, we're doing this whole Fandom Menace thing, and we're going to have them on and we're going to talk. Stephen Walton and Mike are going to be on, and I like your little logo. So can I just put the logo on the video? Sure, man. Go ahead. That's cool. Thank you. All right, cool, man. No problem. That's it. This person, without doing any research, directly accused me and my brand and my company of stealing art from the 501st. They made a public statement against me and my brand without having any information. So when I looked at it, this tweet had 300 or 400 likes, a couple of hundred retweets. I'm like, well, shit, it's getting traction. I have to respond. So I responded with the facts. I am not the artist. The artist does not work for me. I did not do the art. I have no knowledge of this plagiarism, as you're calling it. So I responded to lies against me. How is that a 501st debacle? I'm defending myself against lies?
No,
suddenly that's a bad thing?
I said the Fandom Menace together, not you personally on that part. I'm saying the Fandom Menace
defended me against lies.
They don't respect other fandoms within Star Wars.
Wait a minute. What is the 501st? Wait a minute.
It's a charity organization.
Okay, but the 501st made lies against me. Blatant lies against me and my company. Public lies. Who is responsible at that point, Max?
You
The people defending.
you were promoting the book and everything. I agree. You had the chance to you addressed her concerns. I don't know what I didn't hear your response to that. So I don't know how you responded to that.
You have a lot of opinions on things you don't know a lot about. That's what I'm starting to understand here. Every time I ask you about something, you continue to complain about. You brought the 501st to Burkle, and then I'm like, what?
You don't know all the specifics of your past either. You say, anytime I say something, you're like, well, where specifically is this? Where specifically is, I don't know. I wasn't prepared.
But Max, if you're making the accusations, it's up to you to have the specifics for me to respond.
I'm saying
Jeremy, hold on.
You don't represent the Fandom Menace altogether. Hold on, Jeremy. I'm saying the Fandom Menace doesn't respect.
How long has Jeremy been watching this channel? Because I know, Jeremy, you don't remember, but you actually.
I wouldn't know. He never subscribed. He never comments.
Hold on. I've been quiet for like 15 minutes here.
Okay, go ahead.
Basically, Jeremy has mentioned you when he had like 30,000 subscribers or something.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy probably.
I've been aware of him for a while.
And I've told Max this. Like, dude,
he used to do the clickbaitiest Kathleen Kennedy videos ever.
Jeremy, I was just going to say that. I was getting back to what you were going to say is that his channel is built on things he doesn't know about. His whole channel was built on Kathleen Kennedy getting fired,
I know.
which nobody knew about. And now he's rebuilding his channel on you, which he doesn't know so much about. So that's what this channel's built on.
I know a lot about him. I'm the new Fandom Menace historian. I was subbed to him before the writer blockhead Stephen Wall.
I don't know how much you know about Jeremy, but you know,
I told him I wouldn't bring up that other thing again, so I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it.
I don't know if you know enough to make like marathons of like 9-minute video.
Deleted video, the thing that I've admitted 1,000 times.
You left up. I'm not going into that again. I don't want to.
No, come on.
No, I don't want to talk about your damn deleted video.
You deleted that video.
Good impression. What I want to talk about now is actually, now that you're, I didn't think of this. This is a great way to get something out of you now. Did you pay to see The Rise of Skywalker?
Yes.
There you go. The Fandom Menace.
I've only fucking said that for the last 6 months.
No, you said you were going to see it. You didn't say you were going to pay for it.
I literally said I'm going to pay for it. Do you watch my channel?
Not as much as I used to. Congratulations. The Fandom Menace is trailblazing, really making a difference.
But when did I ever say I wasn't going to pay for it, Max? I guess that's the better question.
Well, you had a Boycott 9 t-shirt up for a few moments and then deleted that.
Right. But did you maybe think that happened because I told my team, no, we can't put those up? I mean, you know, when you have I have like 40 people on my team, Max, sometimes decisions making, I go, okay, oh, guys, no, we can't have that up.
What is exactly the Fandom Menace doing then?
I don't speak for the Fandom Menace.
All right.
I'm just a member of it, just like Hacker, just like anybody else.
Yeah, I kind of made an analogy about being an atheist before. Like, if you're an atheist, you don't actually go join a club, sign up.
Well, when you had a big issue with Blind Wave, you were saying in line that you're trailblazing, you're dropping truth bombs, you're really how is Geeks and Gamers doing that besides just making videos?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a lot of things that I don't really want to publicize, you know, but we do things.
Blind Wave started the shit, and Blind Wave is a terrible channel that just reacts whenever they see hard.
It was not. They don't make this type of content. It was attacking someone that does not engage in this type of content. They're pretty. I don't necessarily agree with their take either, but that was.
Okay, here's my question, Max. Can you name one time where I have actually preemptively attacked someone?
I think the Blind Wave was mounting out of.
That's not preemptive. That was a response. I'm a counterpuncher, Max.
And I think with where I was accusing you of gaslighting with the deleted video, and where you went after mocking the young Star Wars fan YouTuber Iron Inquisitor. He made a video about me and lied. But why was it trending on Reddit? It was trending because your actual review is no longer public. Everything else is private, but you're like, I don't have that. I don't have that.
I don't know how this is answering my question. When have I ever preemptively went after anyone? Everything I do is a response.
Raylo, Beyonce.
And he put up that video first. Jeremy found that video. He put it up first. And I told him to take it down. I said, dude, delete that. My comment was on the message, delete that immediately. It's bullshit.
I'm a counterpuncher.
Pretty much defending himself.
Everything I do is defending myself or my brand or my team. I don't go after people, except for, you know what? I will out myself. Not name John Campea. Well, he can't say my name because he's not allowed to, because I think I'm like the boogeyman. But he broadly goes after the Fandom Menace and everything. But Campea's never personally said my name. So if I've ever went after anyone preemptively, it would be John Campea. But outside of that, every name you named, every situation. You're
no better than. You're no better than Campea.
I never said I was better than anything.
You're fronting on Twitter. I got more subs.
It's called sarcasm.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you don't understand this. Everything I say is with sarcasm.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah, Jeremy has called John Campea a douchebag. I mean, whatever though, he is. So.
Yeah, I mean, so every issue you claim that has happened with me is me responding to people coming after me. That's it. Everything, every situation. I just asked you.
The mocking of that kid, the Iron Inquisitor, it was lame because the reason it was trending on Reddit is your deleted video review is no longer public. And then you were mocking him in the video. And I told you, I'm like, you didn't even realize in your video. You keep saying, where do you get the proof of the video from my video? I said, you didn't realize that you had it right there. And you keep retweeting it. And then you're like, oh, when we watched it on our haters stream, you're like, oh, it's right there. You were mocking him for not being able to use the real footage.
Okay, so what you're saying here, you're saying that your issue with me is that I responded to someone that was spreading lies about me, and somehow that makes me the bad guy.
No, my issues more with you are I feel you're a typical YouTuber, jumped on a hate train, deleted your proof, because it's very hard to criticize Kathy and Last Jedi when there's video proof of you praising it. Every argument you would ever have would be. And then your counter argument, where you did the straw man argument in our debate, was saying, I knew I was going to be big. I knew I was going to be the voice of the fandom. Hell no, that's a straw man argument.
No, that was sarcasm.
You didn't want to have to deal with having actual footage of you praising the movie that you jumped on a hate train and just turned this into an anti-SJW movement and turned the whole fandom into hell.
And that's fine, but why did I admit to deleting the video long before my following got big? Why did I admit to it?
Every time you say every proof before the live stream on Cecil of you saying I deleted it and I didn't see that is now private. And the only thing that's public is your Cancel Jeremy campaign, which is the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. It's acting like it's impossible. And you know what? That's sarcasm. There's some truth in sarcasm. You actually have a fear of it. And that's why you delete your shit.
Do you think any YouTuber doesn't have the fear of being deleted or canceled? Because
I don't care. I'm still
you do. You absolutely do.
No, I'm still going. I've never asked for a sub. I tell people to join
okay, then why did you put the fake clickbaity Kathleen Kennedy headlines out there if you weren't looking for attention and views?
I wanted to talk about it.
Why? Why? What was the goal?
Get the most people talking about it as possible. The goal was to actually get her fired.
Right.
And talk about it. Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. Exactly.
You wanted more people to watch your videos.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And it was a valid, and I'm covered.
So you're just like me. You're just like me. You just want people to watch your videos.
And I believed it is possible, but I also said subvert your expectations of what fired means in Hollywood.
Okay, but the point is you've already admitted it. You wanted views.
I wanted people to talk about it. Yes. I didn't expect you to come on tonight. I didn't really want you to come on tonight because you don't follow me on Twitter. I like to talk to men that keep the conversation
So,
going.
the definition of a man is if he followed you on Twitter. Mad Max 2019.
No, if you don't run, you made some bullshit little Twitter clip of you following and unfollowing.
Do you not? Does sarcasm really upset you that bad?
No, I like sarcasm too.
I mean, the whole point of that clip was to upset you, and you're still complaining about it 6 months later.
No, that's why I said I had no intention to speak with you again.
I think you should follow him, Jeremy. He's a fun guy.
Entertainment Hacker
love Max.
Hacker wanted you on to talk about the fishing trip and his videos that I believe you owe him. I believe you owe him a video.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here if the majority of the stream wasn't about me before I got here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was going to talk about Peacock. That's my thumbnail. You screwed me up, both of you. I honestly,
Jeremy doesn't have time to talk about the fishing video. That's the problem.
I had other plans for this specific video.
I really want to get Jeremy on one time just to have him walk us through his day and why the fuck he's so busy. Because I guarantee I'm busier than Jeremy. I fucking guarantee it. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, he's putting you to the coals now.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I would say this right here is probably the most hated place on the internet for Jeremy, and your audience and the people here, outside of the fact that obviously a lot of my I have not tweeted out. I have not tweeted out that I'm here intentionally. I was not tweeting out that I'm here. I did tell my team that I was like, I'm going on, here in just a few minutes, but I did not tweet it out because I wasn't trying to bring.
I think you're wrong. I think they hate you so much they're starting to like you.
It does feel a lot like I've never felt so much obsession and love.
I have more problems with Mega Hater than you right now. So
then why don't you make 10 videos a week on her?
I did make a few videos on her
because it won't bring the clicks like Cancel Jeremy does. That's why you're all about them hate clicks, Max.
No, I've done plenty on her. I've talked about her plenty. It's just her content is so, and I'm gonna use the word toxic. She proves it that I have a hard time watching her. I really do.
But why? That's the question. Why do you watch her if you don't like her? I heard the other day.
Oh, wait a second. This is my show. You can criticize Brie Larson, Disney and Kennedy and Lucasfilm.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't people. What, you're not going to criticize? I criticize, and everyone's fair game.
Okay, so your childhood was built off Mecha Random's YouTube channel. And therefore, when she said something that upset you, you had an emotional response, because that's what you're trying to say. Because I grew up on Star Wars. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love my superheroes. So when I see people that had nothing to do with building those IPs to start infiltrating bullshit identity politics into it, yes, I'm going to call them out. I'm going to call them out. But you're saying that you can't. So when did you start following Mecha Random to have this emotional reaction to where her channel is gone? You grew up on her channel? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, people, when you started to say, send me proof that people were being toxic and I'll address it. And then they started sending it to me too when you were not addressing it. And one of that was the Mecha Random and Midnight's Bitch, who's here in the chat. Talking about,
because that's not toxic.
Yeah, I'll call them when they're toxic. I'm going to call them out like they are.
So you can use my logic when it applies to you, but I can't use that sarcasm card, right?
When the last people on earth that should be fat shaming Rose Tico and Kelly Marie Tran.
Rose Tico or Kelly Marie Tran? Let's get it straight, Max. Who was criticized in that video? Was it Kelly Marie Tran or was it Rose Tico, a fictional character?
These are still people. You're saying
we can't criticize fictional characters.
No, I didn't say that. I said everyone's fair game. You don't pay on your team and give people a pass when they're assholes.
So is Mecha Random's on my team?
She was the high.
Is Mecha Random on my team? Hey, everybody on the Geeks and Gamers team, is Mecha Random on our team?
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth. I said I had more issues with Mega Hater than you right now.
You said someone on my team that I didn't call out. She's never been on my team.
No, that is where I found out about her videos. You asked where I found out about her videos.
On my team. You just said she was on my team, and I didn't call her out. She's not on my team.
I didn't.
Never been on my team.
Listen, Jeremy News Spinner. I said you asked where did I find out about her videos, and that's the only reason I brought it up. That's how I found out about her videos.
So you don't have a pre-existing fandom with her channel?
She was part of the High Council, so I was watching.
No, but what I'm saying is you haven't went back years and years, and then she made a shift. So my point is if you don't like her, why do you watch her?
Why do you watch and pay for Rise of Skywalker?
Because I love Star Wars and I hate what Disney's done to it.
Well, I love
my audience,
and I love fandom, and fandom is my job ahead of everything else.
So fandom's your job.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so how are you healing fandom right now?
By keep talking to people and not stop talking to them. I'm not about cancel culture. I never said to cancel you. I said to cancel the menace. That's right. In fandom.
What does that mean exactly? Cancel the menace. What exactly does that mean?
Cancel the menace and fandom on all sides.
So you want people in Fandom Menace to lose their channels?
No, I didn't say that.
What does that mean then? Cancel the menace. What define your definition for me?
A menace in fandom on all sides. So
you think that people in Fandom Menace don't deserve a voice?
No, I never said that. They're always welcome on my channel.
Then what does cancel the menace mean, Max?
The problems in the fandom on both sides.
So you think that they should have a voice?
No, I never said that.
So
you're putting words in my mouth.
What does cancel the menace mean?
Not like you're not talking
not
to
say
people.
What hurts your feelings?
No, I didn't say that the Fandom Menace is the only menace in fandom.
Okay, cancel the menace. Define it for me right now. What does it mean? Cancel the menace. What does it mean?
On both sides of the fandom, I'm a friend with B Level. I don't like the way he says.
Cancel the menace. What does it mean?
Unnecessary hate, like what Mega Hater did.
Struggling right now. Cancel the menace. What does it mean? Does it mean for the Fandom Menace people to lose their channels so they can't have the
no, you're doing this strong man now. You're doing the straw man. You're doing the straw man right now. I didn't say
answer it. Cancel the menace. Your words.
Cancel the hell in this fandom on both sides, and you're doing the exact same thing as Access Media.
So cancel the menace means what?
Canceling the problems in the fandom.
Meaning that
the image of
let me ask you this, Max.
I'm not saying you personally. The Fandom Menace altogether is adding to the toxic fan. We're losing our credibility. We're losing our credibility.
If the Fandom Menace channels don't have a channel anymore, would that be canceling the menace?
I don't want that.
Then what do you want?
I want more fair and balanced.
So you want people to say what you think is acceptable?
No, more fair and balanced and less bullshit, making mountains out of molehills, stretching the truth. Where if we had a point with The Last Jedi, we've lost all credibility now with all this woke police.
So
everything's woke.
So you're trying
I said you personally have done better on this. I said that.
Right.
I said, but there is an issue in the fandom. Hell yeah, it is.
But I'm wondering, though, how do we cancel the menace?
Yeah. Well, Max, here's the thing. Hold on, Max. What if the shit's actually really bad? Like all these movies we're criticizing for the hate are actually really bad movies. It's kind of like hold on. It's kind of astonishing how bad the movies are. There's like something really strange with them, And Jeremy didn't start.
So are you, Midnight's Edge.
Hold on. Jeremy started his channel at a certain amount of subs, and if the movies had been good, then Jeremy, would have gone in a different direction. But the movies happen to be really bad. They had political angles to them, feminism, SJW stuff. That's why Jeremy got where he was. It was kind of, in my eyes, a natural progression, as someone who's watched Geeks and Gamers since between, 20 and 25K for the last, year and a half, if not more. It doesn't seem like Jeremy created this stuff. It seems like Jeremy was going along with what was going on and giving his opinion, and that's what happened due to what was up in the industry, not because Jeremy was creating,
Get on here. Get on here, Odin. Come on. Let's go, bitch. You're always the first to poke, and you never do shit. God of nothing. Put a leash on this bitch.
I mean, again, though, like that doesn't that go back into like you say I control people. Then when they're doing something you don't like, you'd say I should control them. I don't understand. Like I don't control my team.
All right. Well,
I mean,
want-
I have a vague, we have a vague outline of how we carry ourselves, but they don't say what Jeremy approves. They don't do the things. They don't have the opinions that Jeremy approves. You know, and
listen,
it is what it is.
You're bringing up old stuff. I was not even going to bring this stuff up tonight. I had a different topic for this video. I brought on Entertainment Hacker, and he wanted you on, not me. I'm not going to back down either, though. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
No, well, Jeremy reached out to me, so I said, yeah, bring him on. He was willing to come on. And I did want to talk to Jeremy about the fishing video, but the problem is Jeremy doesn't let enough people know about it, so no one knows.
Just like Ryan Kinnell's gone to shit since he's joined your channel too, with this Baby Yoda punching. It's just another tactic.
I don't like the Baby Yoda punching. I'll agree with that.
It's a tactic
when we don't
to trigger people.
So when we don't agree on everything, that's a problem. When we do agree on everything, it's a problem. I hate his Baby Yoda takes. What do you want me to do about it? You tell me you want us to all have different opinions and not be an echo chamber, and then have people on my team that disagree with me, and you complain about that.
It's not genuine. He's just doing it to get people triggered.
It's absolutely genuine.
No, he doesn't hate.
It's as genuine as your Jeremy rambles.
My Jeremy rambles aren't genuine.
There you go.
No, I don't agree with that though.
What proof do you have of that?
I guess it's just my opinion.
Okay,
so
there you go. So you're putting a spin, or would you say you're putting a spin on the situation?
No, it's my opinion. He's using Jeremy tactics to trigger people to get eyes on him.
So that's your spin, right?
All right. Yeah, you proved I'm a spinner. Let's end.
We all are.
Okay. Good job, Jeremy. All right. Where are we going next? Because I don't do Fandom Menace streams. I only wanted to do an hour. And I didn't even talk about Peacock yet.
I think you're doing great, man. This stream's going great. I don't see the problem.
All bullshit aside, I genuinely like Max. I enjoy his stuff. I do watch Max's stuff.
I do too.
You know, I do watch it. Some things do get a little, they go a little overboard for me, and some of the things he says about the people on my team, and that's where I really don't like it. And I'm not going to get into specifics here publicly. If you want to know privately, I will be happy to share some of those concerns with you, because it's not something
You'd have to follow me on Twitter first.
So why? I have an open inbox. You can send me a message right now.
So I can be ignored? No, thanks.
Well, again, at some point, like as soon as I give you access, then you're going to be like, oh, he talked to me for like 5 days, and then all of a sudden he's never replied to me again, and then you'll complain about that. Like,
no, if you follow me and you want to have a private conversation, I will not share it.
Okay, you know what, Internet? I am following Mad Max right now. I'm following him.
So yeah, you should, man. He let you on this. He let you on the stream. I thought that was one of the conditions.
If you have a problem that I said, and you want to publicly and you privately say it, I'll review it. And if I feel I need to apologize, I will publicly apologize.
No, I would never. Yeah, if I ever bring a private issue to you,
if I feel you got to, I like criticism.
Well, Max, if Jeremy follows you, you're gonna get blocked by some of your friends. Because I got blocked. I went to make videos about people. I was like, why am I blocked?
Followed, officially followed, right there. Now,
winning.
But the whole thing is here. I genuinely do like Max. I do think some of the things that he said, his whatever. And it's also not fair necessarily for me to say that he is pandering to a crowd of people that, dude, there's people in these comments that hate my fucking guts. I mean, they wish they would want me dead right now.
Well, my whole, just so you know where I feel I'm different is I try to keep the conversation going no matter what, even if it's uncomfortable. And I've always said, hash it out. I think where people anger grows to the extent to where Julie's anger has grown is where she feels cut off and her friends are there. I don't necessarily agree with everything she's done. I think she's intelligent, but I think she is confused on some of these issues. I do. I think she's generally confused about some, and her takes are not necessarily the best takes.
Well, again, I called a truce to this for 6 weeks, and she did nothing but trash every single person affiliated with me. At that point, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm also done with Matt, Monday Matt. I'm done with that guy. I back before the kill stream collapsed with Matt. Everybody hated Matt, and my channel was starting to get some traction. I felt bad for Matt. I was like, you know what? Like everybody trashes this guy, and I've known who Monday Matt was for a while. And then one day he went after me on Twitter. We had our back and forth. I brought him on a Geeks and Gamers stream. We talked about it. We had a great conversation. And then after the stream went off, we had a great conversation behind the scenes. And I was like, cool, everything's great. And I can't tell you, my audience never tells me not to talk to somebody. Okay. They in waves said, you just made a huge mistake. He will stab you in your back. And I'm like, no, man, don't tell me who's going to stab me in my back. And eventually, that's exactly what he did. And then not too long ago, I went on his midnight Hollywood stream, with him and Louis Lecca. They don't understand my joke about the racism comment or whatever, the sarcasm. But the point is we had a 3-hour stream. At the end of it, they're both like, oh, we should come on Geeks and Gamers and all that crap. Like, we put peace to it. Yet, a few days later, Matt is making more videos about me. So Matt is just not someone that I want to have any interactions with moving forward. I don't trust him. All the things that I was warned about are true. I gave the man a chance. I gave him multiple chances. I have nothing for him. So at some point I will just, close up on people when they just seem to have too much trouble. Okay. It's not worth my time to surround myself with. I've worked really hard to build this brand and this company, and I'm not going to be taken down by that.
That's a fair point. When I do remember that when he was getting a lot of heat, you did have him on your channel. So that's a fair point. Although I don't think his video this week was exactly hate towards you.
I mean,
it was a critique.
It's fine, but I mean, again, Matt flags people for critiquing him, and then he critiques people.
Okay, you're bringing up the past. I honestly think that everyone deserves redemption except Kylo and
Matt Jarbo.
I don't know. Listen. I was softening.
All right. When you lie for 2 hours on a kill stream until you're pressed back against the wall by Keem and Medicare and Ralph and all these people.
That was not a good moment. Should he be canceled?
He should be canceled. Absolutely. You don't flag other YouTubers. You don't try to take people's livelihood down because they are criticizing you. You're a public figure. I've never flagged a channel. That's the equivalent of what he did to people is what I could do to you for reacting to my videos and criticizing me. I would never do that.
I knew that risk. Yeah, I knew
right. And that's bullshit. Like,
okay, well,
that is the one line on the YouTube platform that you absolutely should never cross is flagging your fellow content creators. It's bullshit.
Well, I'm so against cancel culture that I'm not going to stop talking to him if he wants to talk. I messaged him on Twitter, he responded back. That's why he's on the show a lot.
And that's perfectly fine. I mean, you can surround yourself with whoever you want. I'm just saying I'm done with the guy because he just continues to go after me left and right. And it's like all he wants is attention. And now he's found he's found a few people on the internet that just don't know what he's all about.
Well, that's where I feel his you're saying attacks like the videos. It's tame in comparison to what the Menace is putting out against Kathy, Bree. It's the same thing. It's just you're not handling the critique well if you're saying he's hating on you.
Well, that's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not true. Am I a movie producer going after another movie producer? Like, it's a different world when you're going after your peers.
Because you're Team YouTube.
Well, we all should. Again, I've made. Wait, hang on a minute. Is your living based off YouTube?
No, and it never will be.
but was Matt's living based off YouTube? Yes, it was. Yeah. Yes, it was. And he decided to go after other people's livelihood.
Okay, he shouldn't be canceled for life, though. I don't think so.
I mean, okay. So I will say I don't agree
with what he did. I don't agree with it.
Should he have a platform? It's hard to say, but I guess yes.
He's trying to move on. Maybe you think he's not trying to move on by criticizing you.
He's lied straight to my face multiple times. He's done it to so many people.
I can't defend him on that because I don't know all the details. Like you say, do your research. I don't know every single thing everyone's done, and I don't want to know.
But you try to act like you do. That's the problem. No, like you critique people all day long.
I have conversations with people. I let them on. I'm not going to stop talking to him. I don't know everything he's done to you. I don't want to know. I mean, I'm not, even if I do know, I'm not. I had you on the stream. I didn't want you on the stream. I don't like what he did either. But our conversations, I can only go on what our interactions. Okay, is that fair enough? I can only go on how we've handled each other when we've talked. So
again, you're free to talk to whoever you want. I'll never judge you for that. I'm just saying I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, fair enough. I get it.
But you complain about me not talking to people as like some kind of indictment on my character. Like I clearly have reason.
I don't want to bring up specific YouTubers because I wasn't prepared to do that.
But that's the thing, is you have been bringing that up, calling me out for stopping talking to people, building a narrative without giving specifics and painting an image of me.
You're bringing up
the details.
You're bringing up this whole conversation based on the beginning of my stream where I was defending Darth Barbie and I was explaining why she's getting heat on her. That's all.
Right.
That's why I said she's getting heat on her, and I said it's unfair.
Well, you
said it's unfair.
Okay. First of all, let's revisit, because at first when I called you out on that, you claimed that it wasn't on this stream until I said,
I forgot. Right, because I have a bad memory.
Because this is not the only time you brought it up. You brought it up well before Darth Barbie's name ever came out of your mouth about how there are people that have been done wrong by Jeremy, but you won't give specifics. But what you're doing is you're building a narrative. You're building a narrative about me without giving any details. And that you want to talk about integrity and fandom? Well, you're building a false narrative about me without giving any details.
No, because you came on my stream and you want me to defend every single person that's had an issue with you and bring
because
every
you
single
constantly talk about it.
I'm not prepared to do that because I don't even have people. Maybe someone wanted to defend themselves and they're not available to stream right this moment, and I don't want to mess something up. Some people have been waiting to talk to you about it. I'm not bringing every single thing up, and there's a long list. So I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared.
I'll come on. You set it up, Max. Okay. I'll come back and talk to anybody on your channel, your turf.
All right,
deal.
That's fair enough. Yes,
if you want to. I'm not trying to pressure you into that.
No, I think that's a fair criticism of me. If I'm going to talk about it, you have the chance to defend your critics. That's fair.
Now, just understand these people, and they know who they are. I will. No gloves are going to be off because we all know the truth.
Gloves are off.
So, we all know the truth. And so if you're gonna continue to put this slander campaign out on me, then let's talk about what happened. I doubt very many of them will actually take me up on that offer, but we'll see.
Okay, we'll try to make it as fair as possible. I'm going to be real fair. I think Ryan Kinnell's a great moderator. He could come on too if you want.
Fuck Ryan.
Oh yeah, right. That he's a Baby Yoda killer.
Yeah, so the hell with Ryan.
All right, fair enough.
He may be a job opening for him if he keeps talking about the stormtroopers hitting Baby Yoda. I may just have to let him go. So,
you heard it here first. That's breaking news. I gotta run with that. Okay. All right. That was a fair offer. I will say that. That's a fair offer. It's
almost like I'm not as horrible as you've built me up to be, Max.
We'll see.
But I want to thank Hacker. You know what I do? I'm gonna run. If you guys wanted to keep talking, I know you don't like long streams anyway, Max. So
I'm exhausted.
I know it. But
I can't handle the stream life. I've only started because of Angus, because he said I can't keep criticizing if I'm not going to do it myself. So that's where this started. Props to Angus for that.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Hacker, I owe you a stream. I'll come on your channel. I like coming on. Like, again, this is what I say, and I don't get to do it as much as I want. But like, I've had a lot of people sending me, told them send me a link. I may pop in. That's how I kind of got to know 3PO. He sent me a link one time. He's like, hey, we're live. I didn't know I was joining three black guys on a drone.
If people with like 2,000 subs are busy, I could only imagine how many contacts and shit you get. So it's no big deal.
Well, look, let's be clear. I have a great life. I would not trade in where I am for my previous retail job. I love my life. I am busy by choice. I could take time off at any point I wanted. I have that luxury, but I also wake up every day believing that this will be my last day on YouTube, because that's just where we are on this platform. And that's why I am about YouTubers sticking together. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a YouTuber get demonetized, and the only way that they've gotten any acknowledgement was by retweets on Twitter.
Well, yeah, I tried to explain that exact thing in the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
All right.
and I mean, because I'm a not ride the fence type of guy, but when it comes to the YouTube platform, I believe we all have to stick together. It's not like Star Wars Explained deserves his channel, you know, as much as he pisses me off, he deserves his channel. That, you know, it's when you kind of go over the line on the things I brought up a little bit earlier with certain things that's where it gets a little messy. But I don't care who you are, I don't care what your opinions are, as long as you're not trying to take people's livelihoods, and if you're not making threats and you're not doing things that are illegal, you deserve to have this platform just like anybody else does.
Okay.
So I just believe that,
and I, as much as you are your word saying you'll talk to people if they want to, if they, I might not have any takers. I might say, you know what, Jeremy's willing to do this and no one wants to show up. But if you message me on Twitter privately and you say something where I've crossed the line, I'll review it and evaluate myself. So
I would only ask you, like, it won't, if I come to you privately, it's not something I'll never ask people to apologize publicly.
no, I
never.
will,
you know,
even if I don't say anything about it, I'll evaluate myself. That's all.
Okay.
That's what I'm promising.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll hit you up on a couple of the minor issues I've had in the past, and just so you'll know where I'm coming from, so you'll understand it. Not so you'll have to go, oh, I'm sorry, I don't, fuck all that. Just so you, if you're genuinely interested in a couple of the things, then I will definitely, you know, share my opinions with you, and then you can do what you want with that.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run. Unless, are you about to wrap it up? I can just wait until you wrap it up. I'm sorry.
I was gonna talk. I don't want to bring. It's 2 hours, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I have to play some Crash Cards still.
I don't really care what you. I don't really care what you guys do. This was a very fun conversation to listen to.
Hacker, you made it happen, buddy. You made it happen, Hacker.
This is the hack's fault.
It went better than I thought. Hey, it was fun, man. You guys are both very entertaining, and you know, Max, you should be happy, man. Look how active the channel is. Look how active the chat is and shit. It's a good thing, man.
Ready for this tonight.
You haven't seen the Matrix yet with YouTube.
Hey, I have a request. I know it's your channel, Max. Okay,
go ahead,
turn the fucking super chats on and make some money, bro.
No,
come on, come on. Turn it on right now, and I'll super chat you $100.
No,
come on. Come on, smash the melee button. Let's get him to turn his fucking super chats on, and I'll send him $100 right
Jeremy,
now.
come super chat me $2 later. I'll be ecstatic, man.
To be honest,
$2
I'm not against people's super chats altogether. I personally am here I'm here to make a little bit of money. Okay, I'm here more for the conversation, and I want to be different. I want to be better than John Campia. I want to be the best damn movie talk on YouTube, and I want a different way to do it for people to talk to me without paywalls.
But again, it's their decision. Like, if they like you and if they want to support your channel, you're giving them the option to do that, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, you are monetized, correct? Your channel.
Yeah. I'm not, like I said, I'm not against it completely. I want to be different. I'm not saying I'm not imposing that on other people either. I want to try something different. And
I'll be honest with you, you are doing some different things, you know, you are doing some different things, and you're entertaining. And, but I just think about it. Don't hold yourself back, man.
No,
people be super chatting you a lot. You be making some decent money for you and your family. And that's not a bad thing.
There's multiple reasons to do it. One is I don't want people to pay. Another way is I do, even though this got a little heated in this conversation, I actually want to be the opposite of Killstream. Bring people together that don't think the same, talk about it. And then super chats, if you notice on YouTube, a lot of times they can be antagonizing the guests and putting them in a position where they don't want to answer something. And I don't want that. I want people to feel comfortable on my streams.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's intentions of super chats. I'm saying it's happened before. It puts people in. And that's why I want to say, like Jolie, I'm trying to get her on my channel. And I said, I want to make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to have to answer something you don't want to. I do hope I know what you said. You've given her this, you've tried to back off. It didn't work. And one side kept continuing on and on and on. And it got to a point. I do hope for a better future. I think she does.
You don't necessarily have to answer super chats. They have, like, you know, super chat square up videos and shout outs and things like that. You don't necessarily have to be forced to answer every one if you don't want to.
I don't want to deal with it, especially since I like to do shorter streams, and that could extend your stream length, and you have to go on all night, and I don't have time for it. That's another reason. Like, if
well, you could always shut the stream down and then do what kind of Gary does, where he kind of revisits the super chat in an individual video. Again, man, it's just something to think about. I think because of how you've kind of viewed it, from like my perspective and other YouTubers' perspectives, I think it's kind of giving you a skewed vision of the super chat feature. I just think it could benefit you and what you're trying to do. And ultimately, that's what's the most important thing here is what you're trying to do. And you've got people here that would support you, that like you. Yeah. I think giving your audience the option to support you is never a bad thing. Options are never a bad thing. Lack of options is.
I got to address Geeky Candy. Yeah, I got the Fandom Menace ladies in the chat. Except for, Odin left already, didn't he? Odin, you got an open invitation. All the Fandom Menace ladies are welcome here. Just not any mega haters. All right.
Odin, hey, by the way, Odin's a great guy. He's a really great guy. And, I'll always have Odin's back. Look, everybody on my team, except for 3PO are good people, and they're there for a reason. Drunk 3PO is only there because he's a good looking dude, and I'm trying to get more women to watch.
He's too good looking to come on this Mass Man show. I offered, and he keeps declining my offers. And he shows up in the chat, but he won't come on the show.
But yeah, I do sincerely, appreciate, you having me on, Max. Hacker, thanks for making it happen.
I did not expect this to happen tonight. You heard me say I don't really want it to, but I feel a little bit better now.
I told you it went well, man. I think it went really well. You should be proud of this stream, man.
I got some words with you, Hack.
Hey, in all fairness, though, Hacker sent me the link, but until you said I could come on, I didn't click it. Until he told me I was not going to bombard you like that. No way I was going to do that.
I don't want to be jumped like Angus was.
and Hacker knew that he knew I wasn't just going to jump in here, and I wasn't trying to do whatever. So I wasn't until he told me, like you said I could, because I was obviously a little behind by watching the stream, and so you were kind of like and so until you said it was okay, I didn't click the link. So
all right, okay. Thanks for coming on, everyone. This was really this subverted my expectations for my Saturday night.
Leave it to Max to pull some Ryan Johnson bullshit right before we end it.
Hey, it's good for YouTube videos, but not for Star Wars. Okay.
If you guys haven't checked out Geeks and Gamers, we need 300,000 subs, and I'm getting my video.
No, that's not going to happen. You just got to.
We got 85K to go, baby.
I don't know. They keep taking them.
I just need to stay at 4.
Hey, when right before you were about to do it before 4, I gave you a shout out. I'm like, you guys quit unsubbing to him. Sub to Mad Max. Like, I want to keep the Jeremy videos coming. All right. But all right, man.
Wait, I do have to I have to say, the fandom awards are backfiring on me. Everyone's voting for Peacock, and I'm third behind Cecil. That is some bullshit. He runs away from dog walkers. This is not going to stand. If I lose this year, next year I'm coming for him. I'm coming for the Peacock. Okay, that's all. All right. Bye. Goodbye, guys. I'll end it now so we can maybe have like a minute word off. So you guys are blocked. The chat, the viewers are blocked. Bye.